I am Tara Redfield. I'm a food writer in Los Angeles, and today I am with guest vegan pastry chef Sarah Creighton, and she is going to show us how to make banana cupcakes.
Right on. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get a banana, ripe as possible. It doesn't have to be completely brown, but you definitely don't want it to be green. And put it in your blender or food processor and whip it up until it's created like a mush, basically, of just like the banana liquid. And then from whatever size banana you have, you might have to do 2 if they're small, or you might just need 1. You want to do half a cup of this sort of liquefied banana. And you set that aside. And then you're going to add all of your dry ingredients together. And we have, first we're going to add a cup and 1/4 of all-purpose flour. So we've got that. And then we're going to add our baking soda, and we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, so not too much. Add that in. Then we're going to do our baking powder, and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
And about how many cupcakes will this make?
You can generally get between 8 to a dozen, depending on how it goes. Usually you get about 8.
Right, depending on the size.
If you want to make them bigger, you'll just get 8. If you want them smaller inside the cup, you'll get about 12. So we've got some of our dry, and then we're going to add our salt. So that's 1/2 teaspoon salt. And then our sugar, which is 3/4 cup sugar.
Okay.
Pour that in. And then we're going to mix our dry ingredients together. You want to just get them well combined. And then you want to create a well in the center to pour the wet ingredients. You want to create like a little circle, and that's where you're going to put all the wet ingredients and then combine everything together. Okay, so once we've created our well, we want to make sure our oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and also make sure that our cupcake tray has our baking cups inside it. And now we're going to go ahead and add the wet ingredients. So now that we've got our well created, we're going to add our wet ingredients. First, we're going to add our olive oil, 1/3 of a cup. You can use canola or whatever oil you use for baking. I use olive oil. And then we're going to add our milk. I used almond milk, but you of course can use rice milk or whatever, oat milk, whatever you like. So I've got about 2/3 cup of almond milk. Put that in. And now we're going to add our vanilla. So we've got 1.5 teaspoon vanilla. Now that that's added in, we're going to put in the banana that we made first, which is the 1/2 cup of the sort of blended up banana mush. Put that in there.
The key ingredient.
Yeah, it's going to make the banana cupcakes very sweet and very rich. Okay, so once we've got all the banana in there, we have completely added our wet ingredients to the dry, and now we're going to fold them together. And you want to mix until it's just well combined. You don't want it to be overly stirred up. You just want it to be a little bit clumpy, and you want to create a batter with it. And so they're pretty dry right now, so you want to keep mixing until you get all of that flour mixed in there. You want it to be wet all overall. You want it to be like a wet batter mixture.
And now this is sort of a light yellow color.
Right, it sort of looks banana-y.
It looks banana-y.
Yeah.
And when you bake it,
it's going to be a golden. It's going to be like a golden yellow color. Very nice banana color for our cupcakes. Okay, so now that we've got that mixed up, we're going to go ahead and fill up our baking cups. I like to use one of the measuring cups to fill them. So you just want to fill it to about 2/3 of the way up. You don't want to go any higher than that, because as it bakes, it will overflow and create quite a mess in the oven. So about 2/3 of the way up.
Great.
And you're going to bake these for about 20 minutes. It's going to be, you might want to check them at about 15, but it'll probably be about 18 to 22, depending on your oven. So at about 15, check them, just look at them, see how they're doing, if they're golden yet. And then at 20, definitely take them out and insert a toothpick to see. I baked mine to 22. So you just want to keep an eye on them. Okay, so
okay,
get
great.
those in the oven.
We will put these in the oven. All right, here are the finished banana cupcakes. We let them bake for about 20 minutes. And Sarah, tell us a little bit about the icing.
Okay, well for the banana cupcakes, I went ahead and did a chocolate frosting, which is basically just a buttercream frosting except you add the cocoa powder. And then I went ahead and iced them and then topped them off with some banana chips, which you can get at pretty much any store. And I think it makes a nice design. And I also like to use the golden baking cups because it sort of sets off the golden cupcake for the bananas. So it's really good. And you can do any frosting you want. I obviously chose chocolate because I like chocolate, but feel free to use a vanilla, or you can even make a banana frosting or a peanut butter frosting. That's good with bananas. So it's up to you.
Great, Sarah. These look delicious. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.